All right, welcome to the Keep Going podcast. We got a serial entrepreneur and Erica Perez here. She's the owner and founder of Blue Mist Wellness. How we doing today?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Oh my gosh, life is incredible.
Good.
So I'm glad that we got you here. Welcome to the place. It's beautiful inside here. I'm
Beautiful.
glad we could have you come down.
Yes.
I want to know a little bit about what you got going on with your company, but tell everybody at home that you got this company, you started it, how it kind of started going, and then from there, share some of the stories and like the lessons inside the story.
Right.
Go ahead, do your thing.
All right, for sure. So my name is Erica Perez. I'm the owner of Blue Mist CBD.
Two claps.
I got into the CBD industry. Before that, I was in cannabis, and before that, I was an engineer. So I went from engineering to cannabis to CBD. There's a huge need for CBD. There's a huge need for like people in pain, stress,
Yeah.
anxiety, all natural supplements. There's so
Right.
many pills. The pharmaceutical industry is so huge, and that stuff doesn't really do you no good. CBD actually heals you and helps you, extend your life and your happiness.
Right.
So I'm just trying to help as many people as I can.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Wait, what year did this actually start though?
Blue Mist CBD started in 2020.
Oh,
Yes,
During
right before the
COVID?
shutdown, right
Or-
before it happened. So I was already building up to it. It was Blue Mist Diamond before that for probably about a year, just kind of testing out the see how
Yeah.
things go, testing out formulations, having people try it, and then when I was ready to push, I went ahead and opened the LLC right before COVID, right before COVID started, got that going. So COVID kind of gave me time to develop. So
Yeah.
as everything shut down, I'm developing, I'm learning online.
so you leveraged COVID to
Yes,
build this business.
I did.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
Wh-
COVID was good for me.
For like, was there like a certain moment where you're like, I need to go start my own company, or like what was it? Like what was the epiphany?
Yeah, it was because like for my whole life, like, let's just be honest, like men pretty much run everything.
Right.
And as good as I was and when I was an engineer, I got to the top level right before being the boss. And right before I tried to be the boss, they shut me down. So
Ooh.
I had a bachelor's degree in engineering, highest degree of all nationwide,
Right.
all the engineers. I just wanted to manage my quarter, the West Coast.
Yeah.
Then they tried to throw me through a loop and tell me that I needed a business degree. My 2 degrees were not good enough, and I needed a business degree now. The big guy was just afraid that I was coming for his job. He knew I
Right.
was going to take his job, so he kept on trying to slow me down. They ended up bringing in somebody completely outside of the industry, had no idea what was going on, no idea how nothing was ran.
Guy or
and they
girl?
Guy. Another gentleman.
Oh, see?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
And after that, I'm like, okay, like I've hit a dead wall. Like they're not going to let me grow anymore. Like they're going to keep
Yeah.
stopping me. And I loved my job, and I didn't want
Right.
to hate my job, and I didn't want to hate where I was.
Yeah.
So like me and the big boss, we kind of had a meeting, and we just kind of agreed to disagree.
Right.
And yeah, he cut me a severance package, and we both went our separate ways.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of females that are underrepresented and like they don't have a voice. So then they have to go start their own thing to try
Yeah.
to get a voice.
Exactly.
Then when they do try to start their own thing, they're underfunded in that capacity. So it's like,
Absolutely.
what do I do? And then that's what kind of sparked you starting Blue Mist.
Yes.
And then at the time you called it something else, but now
Yeah.
it's evolved into that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so like, what are you doing today in the business? Like, what's it look like right now? It's 4 years now. So
4 years in, and it's actually 3 companies now. So I have Blue Mist CBD, Blue Mist Botanicals, which is a huge line of candles that do really, really well. They are like exotic candles, designer candles. I have them in art galleries in Vegas right now. So those are
really?
doing really well. Yeah. So that's a
I
candle
love the
line.
candles.
Yes.
I love the candles. I
Candles
light
do
them up.
so well. Yes.
Yeah. No, seriously, it's Zen mode. I'm like,
Yes, exactly.
Sleeping like a
They're
baby
so
after
good.
that.
Yeah, so that's the candles and like a natural soaps and scrub line, all
Yeah.
natural stuff, like everything good for your skin. And then Blue Mist Wellness. So wellness is more broad. Wellness because it's easier to market wellness.
Right.
So I'm doing like just all natural, like ashwagandha and.
wait, how'd you learn that? Is there something like you learned to make it wellness versus just staying in one lane?
Wellness is more friendly than CBD. Wellness is more
Yeah.
accepted than if I'm like, oh, I have a CBD company. They're like,
Right.
oh, no, we don't want that here. But if I'm like, I have a wellness company, they're
Right.
like, oh, what do you have? Like, you have teas,
Yeah.
you have mushrooms with like, lion's mane and stuff like that
Right.
that naturally help. It's much easier to get in places. Wellness. So I'm
So for
kind of-
marketing
yeah,
and
for marketing
sales, like,
purposes, that's
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my
that's it.
goodness.
Yes.
All right, now I'm learning stuff.
Yeah.
No, but like you're going through that. COVID happened. You start your company.
Mm-hmm.
From there, you rename, shift, divide into 3 separate entities.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what are you kind of expecting for the future of Blue Mist and where you're going to go?
For the future, I really want to blow up wellness. I want a wellness center, and the wellness company is not going to be just my products. I do manufacture and I white label for other companies, so I
Okay.
still do that.
Right.
But I want to broadcast other companies as well. So like maybe like a tea company. I'm working with this lady. She has all natural teas and blends.
Yeah.
I want to bring her in and put her on the shelf. I have natural dog supplements that don't have CBD. They're just for like pet wellness and dog wellness. I have those
Okay.
on my shelf right now. So I'm just trying to expand. I have a protein company that I'm going to bring in as well. So I just want it to be overall wellness, but everything has to be all natural. I don't want anything, no chemicals, nothing bad for you. It's going to be all good for you. Like you come
Right.
in, one shop stop, and everything that you need.
Well, like, what's different about Blue Mist compared to like a lot of the other wellness companies, in your opinion?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about other wellness companies. I don't really take time to focus on my
Wow.
competitors. I don't see competition. I just see myself and I grow where I feel like I need to grow. So I couldn't really tell you what other wellness companies
Right.
do, but I just want what's best for all my clients.
Oh my gosh, I like that answer. I
Yeah.
like that answer. I did not expect that.
Okay.
So now, after this company got going, for you personally, like, where are you at in life? Are you working on yourself? Like, because I know being an entrepreneur, it's nonstop grind. Are you?
Nonstop, yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you take time for yourself in your wellness space? Like, how does it correlate?
So that's been my struggle lately because
Yeah.
I am actually focusing on staffing the warehouse. So I have
Oh,
a
okay.
warehouse and I need to staff it. Without staff or people calling out, like I have to be in there. So if I'm in there, it's taking my time. I don't have time to focus on myself. And people will call off in the morning. So if I have my morning routine going, I'm stuck. I got to drop it all and I got to get to work.
Oh my
So what I've
gosh.
actually done is I've built a gym in my home. I have a home gym. So when I can get up and get my kids
Just
to
flex
school,
on everyone right now. Come on, show the
don't know.
pipes. Show the pipes.
no, I'm not trying to build muscle. I just want to tone. I just want to tone and be healthy. So girls are a little different.
Yeah,
We're a little
yeah, yeah,
different.
yeah.
We're more about toning. I'm not trying to be buff and intimidate people we're not ready to. So,
Yeah, that's true. That keyword tone.
yeah, right.
But with that being said, so now you're trying to build a team around you.
Yeah, so it kind of runs itself. Like I want the CBD company to run itself. Now that
Yeah.
CBD is solid, I have my clients. We have online orders every day. Like I'm getting, East Coast orders. I just shipped to Canada last week, so it's actually growing on its
Wait,
own online.
go back. So you're doing online a lot?
A lot.
Or, like, so majority of
growing.
revenue, is it online or is it in person, or like, how do you?
A majority of the revenue is online. I do have customers finding me more daily, coming in through my doors, saying, I found you on Google. I guess a lot of competitors are shutting down.
Oh, really?
So people are just kind of like trying to figure out where do I go to, get it. So now that I've
Goodness.
figured out how to put myself on Google and be findable,
Right.
now that I'm under wellness and it's not blocked so much,
Right.
people are starting to find me and coming through the door. So there
Wow.
are good online sales. Online sales doing well and it's expanding just kind of on its own through like Instagram and like stuff that I post.
Right.
People are finding me word of mouth. People that I'll sell to here, like in Orange County, they'll send it to their people and then they'll start picking it up.
So do you do anything on Amazon or Shopify or
I
anything?
can't
or?
have CBD
Right.
anywhere but on my
Okay.
website. Amazon,
Oh,
Shopify,
okay.
nobody accepts it. But that is why I created the candle line. The
Oh.
candle line, when they buy candles, I just throw the CBD like brochures in there. So
Right.
they're like, oh, you have CBD too? Yeah. So now you bought my candles, but now you're aware of all my other companies. So the candles and the wellness were
Right.
meant to market and bring awareness to the CBD company.
Wow. How did you come up with that? You
I
just
don't know. I had to figure out like I can't market for CBD. I had
Yeah.
to figure something out. I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Well, my only option is create a whole other company and just drive traffic to the other companies.
What do they call that? Vertical integration? I think
Honestly,
so.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know, but it's smart. That's
Yeah.
all we know.
Yeah.
So, and then once you started once you started having the candles and then promoted that, are you gonna keep opening new other, like, I guess, niche or areas to leverage that brand?
No, I think I just really want to focus on the wellness. I do want to find like once all the CBD is running itself, the candles running themselves, it's fully staffed, and the store and warehouse are good. I want to open a wellness center, and I want to focus on that. I want to focus on building my brand and helping other people because it's so hard. So I'll do a little like
When you say brand, does that mean like just Blue Mist or your personal brand or both or what?
just Blue Mist.
Blue Mist.
Yeah, I want to make that like a name. So that's why I kind of like I wear my logo everywhere. Kind of like nice.
Smart.
You see the check and like
Right.
it's familiar.
Right.
So when you do come across it, when I do get into CVS and Walgreens and Walmart, they're gonna see it and it's gonna be familiar.
I
So
like
it's gonna
that.
stand out from everything else.
When you get in there.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
already,
the
it's
plan.
done,
Yeah,
it's done,
the
it's
plan.
done.
Yeah, so I'm
Right.
trying to create a familiarity. So
Yeah.
if you see my logo, you might not remember the name, but the logo, that looks familiar. You're going to pick up that box and you're going to read
Right.
it and you're going to choose what's familiar and everything else on the shelf.
How did you figure out like your marketing and sales? Like, cause you were from an engineer background. Like, how did you just it naturally came, or did you?
I just kind of like studied other people and what they do and what works for other people and what doesn't, and
Yeah.
like just figuring it out, just
Right.
trial and error. Like I tried things, some things worked, some things didn't, and
Yeah.
these are just kind of when you focus on people and helping people, those are the things that work.
That's the key.
That's the key.
Helping people.
Exactly. So that's
And
why
the-
wellness, I want to blow up wellness because I want to, bring more awareness to my company, but I also want to help other people that are struggling. I want to put their stuff on my shelf. So if I'm bringing in people know me and they're coming into my store, now you see other people's brands as well. Now I'm
Right.
helping everybody else in the industry grow. And hopefully that encourages them to open up their own storefront and grow their own
Right.
business much bigger than out of their garage. We all
Wow.
start out of our garage, but, I want everybody to,
Yeah,
to
you're an
grow.
inspiration. That's what it is. I think you're inspiring people to like
trying.
inspire other people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Wow.
the goal.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. And then with that being said, like you probably got so many lessons, like you just mentioned, you just learn and you go and then you try to adapt. What's been the biggest lesson to date for you starting your company, Blue Mist?
Probably just don't stop. Just don't
Don't
think
stop.
too far in the future. Just don't worry too much about what's gonna happen. Just focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what you're doing, and just keep going and believe in yourself. And don't ever stop. Don't listen to nobody. Just
Right.
keep going.
Keep going.
That's it.
That's the name of the podcast. She didn't even know. I don't even know if she knew that.
No.
The Keep Going podcast.
Nice.
That's gonna be my opener right there.
Right.
Anyways, so that's for business.
Yeah.
Now for you personally, like, you probably had a lot of experiences growing up, then through high school, then college, and like your jobs, and all that related. So like, what's your biggest lesson in life, just in general, for you personally, that you've learned and then have applied to yourself and try to live by?
Probably just like don't listen to people. Just do what makes you happy. Like don't worry about what people think, because you're gonna be better than other people, and they're gonna talk down to you and try and bring you back down to their level because they don't want to see you. Especially people close to you, they don't want to see you get past them because now you're
Right.
better than them.
You've had
You
that
guys
happen.
Came from, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. You all came from the same place, but you're able to raise up, so they're gonna hate on you. They're gonna
Right.
try and like dirty your name and tell you that you're not good enough and try and humble you back down. Instead of them putting in the work, like all they have to do is put the work in. Do
They
what I
don't.
did, and you can be right here with me.
Right.
Nobody wants to work.
Wow.
I don't stop working. My life
Yeah.
is work. I wake up and I get to work, and I'm in the warehouse till midnight sometimes. Like it's like
You
it's
dream
my
about
passion.
work.
Yeah, I wake up and I just get to it. Like I don't be like, oh, I got to go to work today, or like,
Oh my
like I
gosh.
just like, what can I do today? What
Yeah.
can I get done? Yeah,
That's the exciting
Yeah.
journey of being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And also the pitfall. You got to get some sleep too.
you do have to get sleep. That's where the CBD comes in.
See? Always marketing, always selling.
yes.
With the and so you're talking about that. I guess what makes you happy in life? Simple question.
What I do, like it makes me happy to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. Like I have full control of my life at this point, and
Yeah.
like that's what makes me happy. Like I don't have to call somebody and ask for vacation time. I don't
See,
have
I
to
think
wait
that's a
till
key
Friday.
lesson. You have
Yeah.
full control of your
Full
life.
control of my life.
A lot of people don't think they have control of their life.
Nobody has control of their life. Everybody that has a job has no control of their life.
Right.
You work for somebody else. You're on their time. Like you have to show up this time, go home at this time, ask for time off. Nobody's in control of their life.
That also added to you becoming an entrepreneur. You're like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
Especially for these men.
right. Especially. I tried
And you
for so
started
many
working
years.
out, and then you walked in, and you're like,
Right.
hey, watch
what
out.
did you say? Yeah.
But if you had to tell one main message to everybody at home that, they might feel a lot of anxiety, worry, pain, setbacks, that they might be trying to start their company or trying to grow just on a personal level, what would you tell them?
I would just say, reach for the moon because you're gonna fall amongst the stars. Like, just get started and just do what makes you
Yeah, we're
happy.
clipping that up.
Do what makes you happy. Like, okay, when I got the car that I have now, I couldn't afford it, but I bought
Right.
it because it made me happy.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I was gonna pay for it, but I've had it for 2 years and I'm getting ready to move into a Rolls Royce. I
Yeah.
don't know how I'm gonna afford it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
into it. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
So just do what makes you happy, and the action will come behind it. Don't
Right.
wait until you have the money to get it, because that day will never come, because things will always come up and you're always going to have emergencies and always going to be like, oh, I'm going to pull it out for this. Don't wait. Just do it now and then figure it out.
Wow. All right. You heard it here. If we're going to talk about your brand, where can people reach you? Like, how can they find you? What's your website handles?
My CBD company is bluemistcbd.com. Also, my Instagram is at bluemistcbd. The botanical company is bluemistbotanicals.com and at bluemistbotanicals. That is my candle and soap line. And then the wellness line is bluemistwellness.com, and the handle is at bluemistwellness.
Wow. All right, there you have it. Go reach out to her. I've tried her products. They're incredible. You got to go try them. Blue Mist is on the come up. It's never going to stop.
Never
Next
gonna
thing I'm going to see you down the street rolling that rolls,
You know
flexing
it.
your muscle.
You know
I'm like,
it. Yeah.
scaring me. So, anyways, thank you so much for coming
Thank you for
down,
having
and I
me.
appreciate you, and I'm praying for you and wish you the absolute best.
I
So,
appreciate it.
yeah, I
Likewise.
got you.
Thank you.